Well, what's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer. And with me is the man, the myth, the legend, T-Man 978. And it is
Hello,
Thursday.
everyone.
You know what that means? And it is Thursday, and you know what that means. That's right. It is time for the Figure Action Podcast, where every Thursday, well, almost every Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, couple 40-plus-year-old guys sit here and gripe about toys that are made for, ages 5 and up. It's great to see everyone in the chat. We got some awesome people, our awesome regulars. We got Toy Mafia, of course, saying hi, reaching out for those who are no longer with us. This man, by the way, speaks fluent emoji, posts to all our reviews. One of these days, I'm going to figure out what those emojis mean, but I always appreciate them. Mariano, it is good to see you. Yes, we will be talking about TFCon. Don't worry. I hope dinner was amazing. McCloudrig, always good to see you. Seriously. Okay, so we got peace. I'm watching. Everything is good. That's awesome. Aquateki, salute to the hosts. Oh, right, because we always have to have hail to the Titan. And Shark, he's just circling around, dropping in some knowledge from time to time. Of course, those are the people who are live. Then we've got you guys who are watching on the replay squad, who are absolutely awesome. We appreciate every one of you. Those of you who are not participating in the chat, we appreciate you. Please be sure to hit that like button. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We are getting that much closer. We are creeping to that 1,000. That way, we can finally hit that button and get all the really cool stuff. But don't worry. We always will give you our best, no matter, and even if we get become all famous and stuff, we'll stay humble. I promise. Well, T-Man, humbleness, flows through your veins.
Yes.
But more importantly, other things that flow through your brains is plastic. I hear, or flows through your veins is plastic. So, did you get any cool plastic things this week?
I sure did.
What you got? Show us what you got. What you really, really got.
I was birthday gifted this Dr. Wu Scorponok.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, he is crazy cool. It comes with both of the headmaster and I always forget his name. Is it Fast Track?
Yeah, Fast Track.
Yeah, they both transform and have arm articulation, which is crazy. The day I got that, I was also told that this dude was at the Target near where I was at. So I finally got hit and run. I missed out on him when he was up for pre-order. I completely forgot about him. I was thinking, I vaguely remember thinking he's a Green Army guy. He's not going to stay on the shelf. And this is the main one you can't find. I don't even know which wave he was in. Yeah, it is really good.
Just solid.
And because of Macari and a good price on Macari, I finally pulled the trigger on this Lilith from McFarlane Toys. I was not paying that $60.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, she's crazy. She has like. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, I was wondering why you bought her for being a $60 figure. And then, okay, now that you got a good deal on Macari, feels a little better here.
It was new in box for it was $20 off. So that's around the price that something like this should have cost with the accessories it comes with. And like this skirt, it's pretty much like a Mythic Legions, pretty much, as far as what it comes with. And well, it's still McFarlane articulation though. And she has multi-layer fabrics. Like this dress is 3 layers. She has 2 pieces of fabric on the back of her head. The sleeves, you don't see any of the pins because of the fabric. So that's one of the things that pushed me over the edge. And I didn't know she had this cool tail hanging off. But I will review this.
I played Diablo. Yeah, I mean, I played Diablo 4. I returned Diablo 4. Uh, I beat her in Diablo. I mean, it was, I don't know. Cool concept, but the execution could have been better.
But I think well, the other little random thing I picked up is too far away from me. It's a little car. But so that's all for me. How about you?
I got stuff. If you pay attention to my channel, which I really hope you do, because you know I need the views, but I got this cuddly boy from 5K Toys, and it is the Loose Collector Sasquatch. If you know about me, I have a not the best feeling with loose collector figures, and so I was apprehensive with this one, but optimistic, and they did it with him. The Sasquatch mold is probably Loose Collector's best figure to date. It feels like I'm getting everything I'm paying for. Some of the joints, yes, are on the stiff side, but with the weight on him, I mean, look at this. Look, the hips are not falling on his body, and this thing is heavy, very top heavy.
Does it have authentic smell?
Dude, I will say this: it's the plastic smell on this is crazy. Like, you need, if you get one of these guys, you need to open it up in the garage and just let it degas for like an hour and a half. It's just but the elbow joints and the knee joints, they're smooth. The ratchet, you know, it's got the ratcheting where you want it to be. The paint is gorgeous, and because I've got a problem, you know, I got the Sasquatch, and then I also did get the Yeti, as well as I did get the I got the Skookum, and it's just fun saying the name, the Skookum. You know,
how are they still in the box?
Skookum. Just because I honestly haven't had time to really. I mean, I made sure I messed with this guy. In fact, if you go on my Instagram, this guy got me back to doing photos outside. I took him outside, took photos of him in my backyard, and very photogenic. So, honestly, and you asked me why they're still in the box, is because I was just messing with the one. It's very, very hand candy-esque. I know I mentioned how we got these guys last week, but I took this guy to the paint shop, as I like to call it, and I did dry brush all his armor as well as the weapons, which really, really brings out the sculpt on this guy. And I did do the torso mod, so he does have actual, you know, ability to move a lot more. So if you're the type of person who's comfortable with the Dremel, I do recommend modding this guy, and I absolutely recommend dry brushing this guy, just because, again, it really brings out all the neat things of the sculpt. So
I did the mod, I didn't paint it.
It's, again, dry brushing is easy, so you don't need to worry about sealing and priming and stuff. So I do like that. And then finally, I got a box today from our friend Mike, who unfortunately can't make it tonight. He was at ZoloCon, and he did pick me up the Black, which was the ZoloCon exclusive. Though that is available, I believe, on Valaverse's site right now. So he did have some left over. So I got the Black. And he also picked up for me from, I think, All Time Toys. I think that's the store he goes to.
Yeah.
You know, the retail exclusive mythic, I can't remember this guy's name, but it's basically the green snake guy who's like a druid. So that's pretty cool.
You know what? I forget the other name. I think it's called Eternia Dreams.
It was Eternia Dreams. Yeah, it was Eternia Dreams. That's where he went. Thank you. But again, Mike, if you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you very much. Everything came in all boxed and nice. So that was very much appreciative. And again, we appreciate you guys, especially all of you keep joining us every week for us to talk about toys. And so we got a lot of fun things to talk about tonight. We got toys, we got a convention, we got some cool movie trailers that were dropped. I'm gonna make time. I want to talk about that Spider-Man trailer. Okay, I don't even know if it's on the agenda. I haven't read all the way through it, but I think it definitely needs to be talked about.
I think that was a shocker. Well, a surprise.
But is he in the? No, he's not going to be in the movie. I don't think. Like everybody else is.
Oh, shocker! I don't think so. Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We can go ahead just because we got the momentum going. You know, I'm not going to show the trailer because I don't want to deal with any kind of strikes. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. We're going to talk about only the things that we saw in the trailer and a few speculations. I think they are pulling from the Spider-Man story, The Other, which I think is a very fun full circle story because that's when Marvel Comics was trying to make Spider-Man comic be more like the movie version, the Tobey Maguire with the biological stuff, you know, the biological bio web shooters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is didn't drop any kind of hints of who the main antagonist is. That's for sure. You know, I don't think there's any. I mean, maybe the Hand, maybe.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Typhoid Mary.
That interesting.
Because I heard she was in control of the Hand and she has mind control powers.
Does she though?
Yeah, at least that's what I heard.
They are doing a lot of street level characters. Obviously, if you watch the trailer, Punisher is there. And that's not spoiler. He's there. He's got the skull on. He's looking good. I think I think there's going to be a whole lot of montages. I think in this movie.
Yeah.
Because if you watch that and some of the stills, they're doing a lot of neat homages to various comic covers. And so for example, one of the big ones is the Tarantula, who's a D-list villain. You do see the Scorpion. Those are two.
I wonder if Hasbro requested that. Like, even if they're only in the movie for a split second, they can still make a figure for it.
You know, normally I'd say yes, but at the same time, you got to remember movie figures have to be all tooling that you use only once. I mean, that's a big financial investment.
But it's Spider-Man.
It is Spider-Man.
The cinematography on this trailer looks amazing.
Yep. And yes, that was actually the first one, was the Amazing Fantasy cover. That was the first thing I saw that made me kind of catch my eye for all those covers. So, what is up, Art? And yeah, RG it is fantastic seeing you here. I don't think they're going to do the full Man Spider. But again, I think they are doing the Other. And of course, Bruce Ruffalo's in it, so we see Banner. Dune 3 is looking good, but I don't want to get too much into Dune because I read all the books by Herbert, and so I know the stories more than the movies.
That, and I haven't watched the newer ones, and the old one I watched when I was like 8 or something, so I don't remember anything.
Well, the old one was done by David Lynch, and he took a lot of liberties to it. So I actually was a huge Dune fan. I watched the David Lynch one. I mentioned reading the books. I watched the Sci-Fi Channel miniseries of them. So I mean, I really do like Dune. And they did some very cool things with these movies, but they took still some liberties that makes me a little wary. So that's gonna be some neat things. So that probably as the summer we get closer to summertime, we'll be able to talk more about that. But right now we want to talk toys. And of course we got to talk, when we talk toys, we talk Transformers first. And the Age of Prime's Monstructor has gone live. They are doing it as a box set, which I think is really, I'm happy for that. It was at Big Bad Toy Store. It's basically a, what do they call it, fan channel exclusive.
Yeah.
And it's going for $90. How can I put this? This is the third time we have seen this presentation, this combiner. Of the three, it actually is my favorite, and I think this was always the intended result for it to be. The Volcanus was kind of a throwaway. The Dino King, which was actually a remold of Monstructor.
I forgot all about that.
So
I was sitting there wondering what was the third one.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't mute that. Never mind. But again, I said of the three, this is probably, I think, the best of the sets. The coloring works. I like the accessories it comes with. This is the type of thing that if you buy this, you pretty much keep him in the combined mode.
No, I would have liked this. Years ago, all of them would have been $5 a piece, and they would be full-size Transformers and not like the core class or whatever they call it, because back in the day, they didn't do scale. And I would be happy to collect them for $5 a piece.
And you know what? That was the thing. Was it the core class was now like $10 when the Volcanus one was coming out?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was telling somebody in a group on a group post somewhere that somebody was asking, "Would you want core class to come back?" And I was like, "The way they're doing Star Wars Vintage, each one of them might be $20."
I mean, so you're getting 6 figures for $90. That averages out to about $7.50 a figure, which honestly, for that size figure, that's actually not bad. Just saying, this could have been, they could have easily
17.
Exactly, or at least, or they could have made $11 a figure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I'll look for them at Ross.
Well,
I know they're going to be there.
Right now, they are online store exclusives. So I'm not saying we haven't seen fan channels at Ross. And if you do see this guy at Ross for a decent price, I may even give you some money for it, because I think of these three, this is probably the best looking combined mode of them all. I think the colors really work. I do really dig the head sculpt as well for the combined mode. I love that skull head sculpt. And Monstructor was pretty damn cool in the IDW comics.
Yeah, Wine and Jazz, that was before the tariff and inflation upcharges we recently had. So they added $10 more.
So TVC is higher than core class. Okay. Yeah, BS reasons. And of course, they're just damn greedy. And you know what? That's gonna be a reoccurring statement said tonight. Let me tell you, if you notice what our cover picture, our thumbnail is, we're gonna be crossing those paths very, very soon. Yes, prices are going up. Wait till we talk Joe's. That's all I can say. More fun news, though. We do have some in-hand pictures of Missing Link Magnus, which I have said many times, this is like the apex of the Missing Link figures. These just this just looks cool. I mean, if you're that person who's been bitching about not getting G1, you have no excuse not to own this, is all I can say. Is it pricey? Yes. Is it? But I still think it's just cool that they were able to reverse engineer this in such a way.
Yeah. If I wasn't collecting anything else, I didn't have a collection, and this was my only thing, I think I would collect those.
Honestly, that's a fantastic way of putting it. You know, if you were needing that nostalgia, okay, I don't need that Armada stuff. I had Transformers as a kid. I don't need that Prime stuff. I had Transformers as a kid. Ooh, these are the Transformers I wish I had as a kid. It's a high-end piece, but I feel that this isn't just scratch that nostalgia itch, man. This is like the 5-finger, like right on the spot. You know what I mean? Do you have the Missing Link figures, T-Man?
I have 4. I have Optimus, RC, and Bumblebee and Cliffjumper.
Okay, so it means you know the build of them. I mean, the plastic solid.
Yeah, they definitely. Optimus feels it feels better than the reissue stuff. The plastic quality is really good on that. And now Cliffjumper and the RC, that feels a lot less. It feels like what we would have gotten as far as the reissues, but with more articulation. But this, I know the Prime body should feel good, and hopefully the trailer should be good quality plastic as well.
I also like that he does come with the little Diaclone driver.
Yeah, and that the vehicle that he never came with.
Yep, he comes with a couple of things they didn't come with. Like, I never realized that the belt buckle and the helmet were supposed to combine. Did you know that?
No.
They got you got the little car here that you were talking about, but this, I did not know that was a thing. I mean, that makes sense, especially for the Diaclone stuff, the whole powered convoy thing.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
I
thought, but I didn't realize that was the helmet.
Yeah, I mean, that's 30 plus years later, 35 plus years later, still learning things. I love it.
Yeah, I never had Ultra Magnus.
I did. My parents made me give them away, and I was really regretted that. So, but yeah.
When you were a teenager, or while you were still a kid?
When I was still a kid, actually, it was annoying. It was when I moved from Alabama to Maryland. I had to give away most of my Transformer collection, but I fought tooth and nail to keep my Jetfire.
I would have hid that in my backpack. A lot of them.
Yeah, well, I did not have that option, unfortunately. But long short of it all, I like everything I see of this, no matter how cash grabby it is. Missing Link Hot Rod would be cool. Cup, I'm not so sure. Cup and Blur might be interesting. I'll have to say that. And John, again, you're not wrong with this question of when will Hasbro's hit their ceiling. We're going to be talking about that, so don't worry. It's on the agenda.
I think a lot of the movie figures, except Hot Rod, would be easy to make. Hot Rod, I'm gonna have to see how they made that, because he doesn't have any like shoulder rotation. His hips didn't move forward. He didn't have knees.
So, now we're also next thing we've got in-hand images of the Studio Series Transformer the movie Shockwave, but weren't his scenes cut?
No, he was like Laserbeak returns.
Oh yeah, and then of course the very
and when he got killed. Yeah.
So,
but if it doesn't happen on screen, he's still alive.
Right. Again, this is it's a repaint. It looks good.
Yeah.
I won't say
Repaint, retool. I think they went over the body and smoothed out all the siege details.
Yeah, here we go. Do you see this picture right here? I've got the comparison.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did this picture, and they have the siege details. It's weird. You're paying more for a little less.
Now the problem for me with this is that gray backpack, because they wanted it to be toy accurate, and he's really short. Like I feel like he should be the height of Soundwave at least.
You mean like that?
No, that's some clever camera work by Prime versus Prime. Later on in the video, Soundwave was towering over him.
Gotcha.
Like it looks like he's the same height as the new Thundercracker.
Okay. But yeah, they basically, this is a better picture here. They smoothed out the siege details. They took off the little blast effect ports. So if the itch per se, I'd say get him if you have the itch, but I'm actually more than pleased with my siege version.
Personally. Same. Siege came with the extra drone thing that you could attach to him.
I mean, at that point, guys, if you're complaining that for accuracy, get yourself see if you can track down a masterpiece a masterpiece one.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like this and what's his name? Astro Train, I'm definitely gonna wait until I see them on deep clearance.
And this is happening for a lot of people. Like the line is being drawn. You know, we're sitting here you're seeing this great discussion in the chat, guys. A fantastic one. I'm seeing all this. Don't get me wrong. I think fans are going to be voting with their wallets, which I think is a very important thing for us to do. You know, nostalgia is a powerful thing. Nostalgia is a powerful drug. See, now, if you didn't get Siege Shockwave, Mariano, pick this guy up. I think you'll be pleased. I mean, the mold is good. Don't get me wrong. It's just pricey.
Yeah, they messed up by giving us really good G1 stuff during Siege or War for Cybertron trilogy. And now they're trying to resell the same stuff instead of making new molds. And then the one new mold they made, Astro Train, is a kind of a train wreck.
I see what you did there. Back to the why. I get they made it, but why? This is that samurai line. You know, we had that eagle version of Starscream, and then they had that look like an ox and a trail and a cart for Prime. We now get this the Megatron, which is very unique. I really have. I'm trying to fit into words how I feel about this figure.
I don't think I've ever seen the alt mode.
Neither have I. I mean, the articulation. It's a pig with a gun on his head, on its back. Wow.
And it looks like he has hoof hands.
Yes. Yeah, he does. This looks like a missing Predacon.
Oh, I can see. Don't they have a Warthog Pretender?
They did. Yes. But Pretender bots were, that was the shell, but the bots, the actual shells were very simple robots.
Yeah, I think they're gonna change it up with this guy, and if he's not repainted as one of those that Pretender, I would be shocked.
What is up, Winston? It is great to see you. We're just getting started here, man. Don't worry. Either that or Razorback from Beast Wars would also work. But
He looks neat.
and then we've got Bumblebee, who looks like he turns into a bird.
I am
He turns into a
fortunately
flying squirrel. He turns into a freaking flying squirrel.
I'm not seeing that. I'm still seeing Piggy.
Okay, give it a second here. I'll catch up. How about now?
Still Piggy.
All
And
right, adding back to stage. How about now?
There we go. I see a flat thing with a robot face.
Yeah, he's a flying squirrel.
With a sword.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I if you enjoy this, I'll go, more power to you. If I wanted samurai themed Transformers, I would go buy the Studio Iron Factory stuff. Just saying.
Yes.
He's a freaking flying squirrel. His name is Bumblebee. Why didn't you just turn him into a bee if you wanted him to fly? Where? Here we've got the Overgear figures on this deck. So now you can see the size compared to the Studio Series Prime. They're kind of tiny, especially for what you're paying for.
Yeah, they look to be super complex. But yeah. Hasbro, I don't know what Hasbro's deal with Takara is. It's like certain stuff Takara will not let them sell for the cheaper price that it should be.
I want to point out again, I just went back to just referencing Big Back Toy Store. The one on the left is $119, and the one on the right is $140.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy them, guys.
So it's like they're Commander class toys, but since we got to import them, they got to add that extra price.
My Sasquatch cost less. That's all I can say.
Yeah, looking at the engineering and I seen a Japanese language review, and they look to be movie masterpiece quality almost. So hopefully these are good.
But at that price, there should be some die cast in there. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
There should be some actual metal in that.
Masterpiece Sideswipe, movie Masterpiece Sideswipe is only like $100, I think.
Well, that's a whole different conversation. There's a lot of reasons why I stopped collecting that. Let's just say that. Speaking of other things I stopped collecting, we get the 3-0 Toxitron. This mold, they are getting their money's worth out of it. That's all I can say.
Yep.
I mean,
I will say that it's neat.
It is very neat. The colors look great. And you could make a whole collection just on the 3-0 Prime molds, and that would fill your display shelf. I bought them. I think I still have the Nemesis Prime still. Yeah, I still have that. So it's cool having at least one of these in your collection as a novelty. And if you are a hardcore Toxitron fan, I hope you're happy. You're getting what you want, man.
I'm not buying it.
Neither am I. All right, now get yourselves comfortable. T, do you need something to drink? Do you need to stretch your legs for a bit?
I still got Walter.
Okay, cool. Because we got the panel. So, I mean, look, there's some neat things here. Absolutely. Third-party Transformers is absolutely getting some cool love. But I'm saying it right now. I think they're starting to running out of stuff to make. If you know what I mean. It's like how many times, and we're starting to get to there. We're getting a lot of these companies that I honestly, some of these might be one shots. I don't know, but Metagate, we are getting. Oh God, why am I blanking on his name?
Drift.
No, this isn't Drift. No, Drift. No, this is God. He had the trench coat.
No, in robot mode, it looks like Drift.
Oh, it is Drift. Maybe it is Drift. Oh, never mind. That is Drift. Never mind.
But you were talking about Crosshairs.
Yes, I was thinking Cross. That looks like Crosshair's alt mode.
He was a Corvette. Crosshairs was a Corvette.
Oh, he was a green, but he was green. So
yeah. But this still isn't Drift's alt mode as far as I can remember.
He was a Bugatti. And he was blue. I mean,
yeah, black and blue.
I'm looking at this engineering is insane. I mean, look at this robot mode, and you tell me where, aside from the wheels, where's the car?
Right.
So as far as, again, engineering goes, this looks insane.
Yeah, watching the transformation will make me not want to ever try to transform this on camera.
And that's a big thing to it. So look forward to the Jobby the Hong video.
Mm-hmm. It looks amazing.
And this articulation is also fantastic.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Like, they can do the magical transformation plus articulate well.
Now, Rising Force, we're getting the War for Cybertron, Bruticus. This is one of those ones I want to say feels almost a little 10 years too late.
There's probably a handful of people that's still desperate for it.
I mean, it was cool. I mean, I remember when I got to play this in the game, it was like one of the coolest moments. Watching that whole combination scene and all that, it was an absolute highlight point of the game. And then when Hasbro announced that they were making this figure, I was all excited. And then I got it. And it was weird. Like, all the limbs were actually kind of cool, but how they screwed up Onslaught horribly.
Yeah, I collected 2 of the limbs and quit because the quality, that was the first sign of deluxe class quality going down.
Yes, it was very thin plastic. I remember.
Yeah.
But this is neat. He looks like he can do all the stuff that you want him to do.
Yeah, it does look good, and it's the correct proportions.
Exactly. Now, the robot modes look really good. Onslaught,
Onslaught was a deluxe, right?
No, they were when that came out, they were all the same class, which was one of the problems with Onslaught. Aside from him just being an absolutely horrible figure. Then we've got Robot Toys doing our Beast Wars Transmetal Optimus. And I know this one has that Waspinator looks phenomenal.
That I definitely need to get that. That's a dream figure to look good in both modes. Amazing.
And I like the display stand they got with it. Nice thing about the Waspinator design, I hate saying it's a really hard one to screw up because I mean obviously it can be done. But in general, Waspinator's gotten some pretty good justice done to him, I feel.
Yeah, the only thing from the figures that we have gotten is those bug legs were just hanging all over the place and they didn't have anywhere to hide them.
Yeah. This robot mode looks gorgeous. That emerald green looks beautiful. Those wings look fantastic. This is, I mean, even if you weren't doing a Beast Wars collection, like that's a good one-shot figure.
He's probably somebody's favorite character.
Oh, and the Waspinator voice is just always fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Waspinator happy. Oh God, they got the face dead on. Oh wow.
Yeah. I think the mouth can probably open too. The mandibles.
Yep. Oh, he got some charisma. He got what do the kids say? He has the riz.
Oh no! Now they're
Sorry,
gonna
yeah,
stop saying it.
yeah. I said, I know. I just killed. I just killed it. That looks really good. That looks.
I still need to get that Scorponok.
You know what I'm actually really looking forward for these guys to make? They'll make an amazing Inferno.
Oh yeah,
Because Inferno
Inferno
would,
is so easy.
well, Inferno he would basically have the same chess piece, wouldn't he?
Or similar.
Yeah, similar. So, but I'm saying these Robot Toys, I think, will make an excellent Inferno figure.
Yeah, if they can do this with Waspinator, Inferno is easy.
And then there's your show accurate end of the, they always would blow him up. Oh, I always wanted to have, because you know how he was left behind in the original Beast Wars before Beast, but before they did Beast Machines, I always wanted to have like Waspinator actually be the precursor to the Insecticons. Like that was in my own personal canon how his epilogue was going to be until Beast Machines. But yeah, both modes are absolutely on point, and yes, that is exactly how you make a figure. And you know what? That's actually the best compliment you can get, because if Mariano is not into Beast Wars and even he thinks that was pretty cool, that's a good sign. Again, all you guys watching, join in the chat, man. You guys put some good comments out here. We'll absolutely feature it for you. Oh, I think Matt collects these.
Yes.
First of all, this is the worst name ever for a company or series. The Steel Kitty Party. It just sounds like baby oil's involved. I'm sorry.
What the mini Feroci?
But this Monstructor, the Monstructor looks really good. This silhouette, I can only hazard what this is going to be.
Minosaur.
No, I'm thinking it's Raiden.
Oh, it's Raiden. That's Raiden. You're right.
Yeah, those blocky feet, that's going to be Raiden.
Yeah, I'm looking at the horns on his head.
Yeah. Then Dreamstar Toys, they're still working on this. Is this their scavenger? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love stylized figures. I think that I prefer stylized over toon accuracy personally. Kind of gives more of an incentive unless the guys have for the third party. And I've always thought the Dreamstar designs have been gorgeous. I've heard mixed things on the build, but I always thought the initial designs were pretty sexy.
Yeah, he looks good.
Like that's pretty cool. Like it's nice and dramatic.
They're definitely legally distinct.
Yes. And then we've got our scavenger here. They dip. And that arm, look, that arm mode, it's beastly. This is going to be a big boy. And then it looks like they're going to be going into Combaticons.
Or some such.
Can you
I can't. That's supposed to be Brawl?
That looks like Brawl. I can't think of any. I mean, it sure is. The only other tank I could think of is Blitzwing, but that ain't him.
Oh, no. He is definitely legally distinct.
Yes. DX9 is bringing us a God Ginrai, or Ginrai right now. No, never mind. No, was that?
That's Highbrow, it looks like.
Highbrow. Yeah. No, Highbrow's got that's Brainstorm. Highbrow's got the helicopter.
Eyebrow has those flared out legs. That's what
Oh,
I
you're right.
remember.
Yeah. But we're getting we're getting our Power Master Prime or Ginrai. I guess this is supposed to be showing for God Ginrai. It's a lot of that's just a lot of panel trailers. Oh, yeah, it's just a pile of stuff. I guess they're working on a Star Saber now too. That's so. That She on the Rain's gonna look muddy combined.
I think the jet is Shatter from the Bumblebee movie.
No, that's Star. I think that's Star Saber. It's supposed to be Star Saber. Like that's the little jet down here, and then that's the shell. That's him combined with the his booster.
That would make more sense.
That looks like Shatter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, because that's a full triple changer right there. In Dr. Wu, we've got our flywheels. Oh my god, that looks good. That looks better than it has any right to be.
Dr. Wu.
Duocons were always an interesting concept, but always made me wonder what would happen if, the plane got shot down. What would happen to the other half?
Half a brain.
Yeah. Or like they forcibly split Blitzwing in half. But yeah, this is absolutely awesome. And so we're going to have both Battle Trap and flywheels. Great General Toy. Dear God. Is that Skybreaker? Who the heck is this supposed to be?
It looks like IDW Ultra Magnus.
I guess. It looks like Ultra Magnus combined with Galaxy Force Prime. Damn. That is a very intense figure right there.
Or this is an articulated version of what's that company that did the that does the non-transforming?
Yeah, the Flame Toys.
Yeah.
That's those pylons, exactly. Yeah, those pylons look like the Flame Toys one. The Flame Toys design. I mean, I'm a little lost for words here. I mean, I'm just saying how much I like stylized stuff, but that's gonna look very interesting when colored. By the way, yeah, Siege Flywheels, and Siege Battle Trap were both amazing figures. Actually, those were some of my favorites from back then. Damn, this thing's got some. He can move. But you see, you're talking about the cab. Kind of looks like the Galaxy Force Prime one.
Yeah.
And he's got a Matrix.
He's got the touch.
This has got a lot of stuff going on with it. Damn.
City mode.
And the hammer.
Like the city mode anyway.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes open on that one. 01 Studio. Can you make Broadside exciting, folks? No, you can't. Sorry, you can't make an accurate Broadside exciting. The best Broadside figure I ever saw was the old Fans Project one. I love that figure.
Well, this is that guy you buy and you put him on the shelf and don't touch it.
Exactly. And you sure as hell don't transform him. God damn, that's a boring thing.
Well, the jet does look good, or good as it could look.
Yeah. Again, look up that Fans Project one. That thing was pretty neat. we got here? Magic Square. I guess we're doing
Computron.
Yeah. Oh, yep. God, it tells you how out of it I am with Transformers right now.
Mm-hmm.
Lightspeed looks really. Lightspeed looks good.
They show all of them. Unfortunately, they're legends.
Okay, well, for now, it is Magic Square. So if it goes right, they do the oversized ones. Nose cone looks
They said
awesome.
they're taking a break.
Oh, from the oversized?
Yeah.
It's a shame. That Bruticus was pretty nice.
Yeah, he looks good. I think I didn't finish him, but from what I've seen from people's reviews, they should have put some of him in the oven a little bit longer, like how the arms connect.
Fair. I actually have the last Computron I bought was the Make Toys one, which I actually thought was really nice, even though it was chug scale. And they got the siege mode for that, and it's going to be, it's one of those shell combiners. All the limbs combined, and then you just plug everybody into that one body shell.
I think the legs are just the legs. That's why they look so skinny.
Yep. And then we've got our painted prototypes. DNA. I'm just gonna go through DNA because we talk about it every damn episode. I'm sorry. We know all this stuff. We talked about this last week. I'm blitzing through DNA. We've gone through. Wait, is that new? Did we talk about? Is that one new?
I feel like we talked about it.
Okay.
He has new parts. Yay.
Yeah.
And I can't tell those two pictures apart, to be honest. I've been staring at that and I'm like, what?
We've definitely looked at that.
Looks good as well.
Yep. Damn. Okay, New Age. Very cool Wreck-Gar.
Do you talk TV?
He looks great. That's just plain and simple. New Age is just doing it right. I will not say bad things about that. And we have a Fall Apart Ultra Magnus, which also looks good.
Yep. The movie was out now. Wreck-Gar would speak TikTok.
Oh, God. You're not wrong. Oh, my God, you're not wrong. Wow. Fans Hobby, of course, Triggerman, their exclusive, which is all based off the European Predators repaints. Oh yeah, see, he did do the Super Jet mode. Got your Armada Jetfire, Chicken Leg, fantastic model. Totally not Fans Toys.
My only issue with this, if we could go through every single one of these pictures, you will never see his arms going straight forward because of that big ass bumper.
Oh, you are right, sir. You are 100% right, and that would bug the hell out of me.
Yeah. Of course, the people that love it is going to buy it. And actually, you know what? And threads where people would love it, I actually seen a lot of people saying, I'm just going to keep the masterpiece.
You know what? The masterpiece ones were fine.
Yeah. I've been waiting for upgrades to these guys, but I'm not convinced yet, especially looking at these diapers.
Yeah.
They've been making fun of that picture right there.
I mean, that's one of the big things, I mean, people are waiting for them to do it, but they take so long for them to make their figures that the engineering just surpasses it. And now the actual
definitely, it looks like something they made a long time ago and they just decided to bring up.
Which, you know what, that would make sense why they're doing under the Fans model line as opposed to Fans Toys. Boy, it feels like we were just talking Technobots.
Yep. That looks like a guy.
That looks like a Technobot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't want your miniature one, have a full size one. I do like that he actually is being packaged with the limb pieces, though.
Yeah, that's always nice.
Well, as opposed to have to buy the extra kit, and then they got their nose cone.
It does slap on like the Constructicons.
Yes. But it's cool that they're venturing out of the normal ones. So that's a leg. That looks like a sturdy leg.
It can go every which way.
Yeah. And then my boys, MMC, their version of their perfect edition Devastator. Bone Crusher looks great. That alt mode looks fantastic.
That might be the best looking one.
That might be. And then this is still going with the whole initial D colors. God, I used to watch I watched the first 3 seasons. I never watched the 4th season of Initial D. But that's kind of cool that they're keeping that going on. So it's another drift.
Right. Or what was he called before he was drift?
Lockdown, I think.
Lockout, something.
Yeah. Then we've got a neon Laserbeak who comes with a microphone.
What's his name? Sundar?
Solar.
I mean, the original Autobot name.
I could not tell you.
Yeah, I think it's Sundar.
But then we've got, the Rat Bat looks great, though. Ultio.
Yeah.
And then they're having their version of God Genrai, which looks like a tank. That's going to look really cool on yourself. And that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rat Pat absolutely does look interesting. DX9, I did appreciate them. They were very good when they phase in, they phase out. It's like they remind that they're there, and then they disappear again.
They're like a mirage.
So Walmart has their Collectors Con. And I did not buy a single thing from it, folks. Do they have their Joes on here still? A lot of Warhammer. It's got some McFarlane on here. Dear God, McFarlane 2-pack, $80. I'm just seeing where the Joe stuff is right now.
The bird is out?
The bird is out. This
stuff is like readily available. I mean, it's available. It's not pre-order, right?
No, you can't hit the bird yet. The bird comes out tomorrow at 7:00.
Bird is the word.
Yep, but you can get the Yokozuna as E-Honda, which I think is kind of cool for that one. Got your Bratz dolls. Beastman. Some new McFarlane, which is nice seeing them with their 40K stuff. I was trying to check on those Joes. That's what we're looking for here.
There's one on
the Joes are already out of stock, and wow, they had the Jada Toys Akuma on there. He's out of stock. So, but like I said, this is the first year I did not feel any FOMO on this guy.
Yeah, they'll be in the store as well.
So I want to jump ahead a little here. We are hitting that 10:00 time, and I want to talk about. I'm opening up the can of worms. We got Zanya here with the Swamp Speeder. and she was going for $59. $60 for this. And there is so much that ticks me off for that pricing. You know, when G.I. Joe first started doing these pairings with vehicles, you know, I'm thinking of the Ram Cycle. That's the first one that comes to mind. That thing was $42. Now, yes, that was back in 19 when Ram Cycle came out.
The Coil and Baroness was $39.99.
Yes, and Target exclusive too, remember?
Yeah. I think the Ram was that price as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say the Ram was it was $40, $41. And Trouble Bubbles, I think, were $45. This is $60. And yes, you are getting some nice. The Swamp Speeder is cool, but honestly, I think the Swamp Speeder should have come out a while ago, and it should have come out with Zartan.
It's not that big.
It is not at all. And Zanya looks good. I like the unique mask. I like, you know, her sculpt. I like her paint. But all her extra gear, that's Copperhead stuff. You know? She's not getting unique weapons. So the pants are probably, the legs are probably, I'm trying to think right now if those legs have already been reused. But it's $60 for that. And that's just, it's so not right on that.
Yeah, I'm shocked. Like G.I. Joe felt like the one thing that they were still giving us good prices on because they own the property and whatnot. But I feel like how they just went up on the Transformers prices, I feel like on this one, I still can't explain why it costs that much.
I'm looking at my Ram Cycle. The Ram Cycle has more moving parts than this does. It had a motorcycle. Yeah. It had the sidecar. It had the Gatling cannon on there that was removed.
I wonder, will this have suspension? That would be cool. It doesn't.
I'm zooming in on it right now. I don't think so. I think
like
they'll bend forward and bend back.
Yeah.
That's
but
it.
What's scaring me is the deluxe price for our them was $34.99, like the Voyager class. But now that Royal Guard was $42.99, just like Voyager class. So I was like, I didn't think they was gonna raise the price like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, that Royal Guard is awesome. I'm sorry, that Royal Guard, I'm seeing all $42 on there. You get, I mean, yes, the only thing it could have had that would have been nicer if he had fists and a better pistol. I mean, I had two melee weapons, had the gun, had 2 sets of shoulder pads, 2 sets of the gauntlet blades, 4 heads. I'm just saying, like, I felt like I was getting deluxe, if that made sense.
Yeah.
The Desert
Speeder. I definitely figured this would be like $50 at 50
at most. I would have, but $60. No, I'm sorry. That is.
Luckily for me, I had some money on Amazon, so it took like $25 off of the price.
Which, I mean, yeah, cool. And then we've got Professor Rottclaw. This guy's $50.
Yeah. They definitely used to be $40.
We just had the Desert Scorpion come out for $42. The Desert Scorpion had the Scorpion, backpack, melee weapons, all that soft goods, you know?
Yeah, the separate head.
Yeah, 2 heads. I mean, yes, we're getting 2 heads here. We're getting
Mask for the dino and a gun.
yeah, and a whip.
Yeah, this feels like Croc Master barely came with anything, but it was not $51.
Crocmaster was like 35. I can't remember how much Crocmaster was. Jeez.
I think he was 40, but that price dropped real quick. And I think the price on this will as well, because I don't think this is going to sell like that. It's like isn't he like a new character? I mean, that dinosaur is cool. And one thing I like about the dinosaur, I was saying maybe one day we'll get pets that don't have pins in it. I don't see any pins in the legs, so that's cool.
Oh, no, that looks right up there with a Mattel dinosaur, to be honest. And they've been doing great things with their animals. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, this is the part where, again, where's the ceiling? When do we say enough is enough? Unless people are like you, who's got money in the bank per se. This is, I did not pre-order these guys. You know, I was pre-ordered last year. I remember when the Dire Vipers came out.
Yeah,
they were $50, and 45 or $50. I can't remember. I was reluctant, but I still ordered the Dire Viper because it still had all that gear, as well as the pet. You know, you had the separate heads. You had all this stuff here.
Yeah, he came with a lot.
He did. This is that same price, and we're not getting that. We mentioned before the Desert Scorpion, $10 less or $8 less. You know, they're doing these sudden price hikes. They did it with Marvel Legends. You know, you guys heard me complaining a couple weeks ago. I still do not see why the Abomination figure was at that price point when it was a freaking repaint with a few extra parts. When Professor Hulk comes out with all new parts and he's $10 less. So, yes, it'd be neat if these guys go on closeout. These guys go on Ollie's. If that was on Ollie's, I'd clean out an Ollie's for them, having a squad of Dino Vipers, per se. But I cannot, in good conscience to myself, pay $50 for that.
Yeah, it's starting to get eerie because it's like, are we going to just stop getting toys? Because if they're all going to Ollie's.
That's what happened in 2021, 2022, where they did the overproduction and everything went to Ollie's. Now they're going to be, but now they're in some ways we're manufacturing scarcity. You know, all the Build-A-Figures were fan channel exclusives. They were never in stores this year for Marvel Legends. And because, you know, when it's a fan channel exclusive, it can't go to Ollie's most of the time.
I don't know, Ross. I don't know how they do it. Nope. They get figures that you haven't even seen in the store yet. So it's a chance at Ross.
I'm saying this right now. This is where True Starscreamer. This is where David draws the line, and they are not getting a pre-order from me. They are not getting a. You know, I can get better for the same price. You know, you're not, again, Mariano, you're not wrong. This does take the fun out of it. When I have to sit here and contemplate, do I buy, first of all, you should never make the decision of, do I want to eat or buy a toy? Do I need to pay rent or buy a toy? If you're actually thinking of that problem, you need to take a break from the hobby. I'm saying that now. But for the price of this, I can buy 2 independent toy lines from another creator. I could buy for the price of the swamp rat, I could buy 3 plunderlings. You know, I could buy other stuff from other websites, or I could pay a little bit more and get a figure I know that's going to be demonstrably just, you know, that's going to be better.
Or use it to buy more food.
Or buy more food. You get where I'm going with this. I mean, I'm going to go into 5K right now. They just dropped some pre-orders on here. You know, they just dropped the Street Fighter 6 figures from with 52 toys. Full price for that Ryu is $45 plus shipping. Now, again, this is the Street Fighter 6 design. But I mean, look how that Chun-Li is moving right there. She's $48. But I think you get 2 outfits with her. Oh no, you get 2 outfits. Sorry, it is 2 outfits on there. I mean, you have 2 choices on there. But this is what I'm talking about. You could pay that same money and get an import figure. You know, I just dropped the pre-order for these T, right?
Oh no.
They just released. I don't know if you, I've got the. They just released the. Lee Jun just put the Bebop and Rocksteady up there. These look
How
amazing.
much are they?
They're pricey. They're
I'm looking at that $35. That's a lot more than I've deposited.
Yeah, the total price is $130. Is $130.
Oh my elites.
Yeah, but look at the size of him too. I just want to point that out. The turtles are not small.
I don't think I need any more Chun-Li's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are huge. They should almost be as tall as your Sasquatch.
Actually, I think they are. I'm not even kidding. Does it have the stats on here? No, it doesn't have the stats for them.
And they have soft goods.
Yep, the pants are soft goods. Mad Hatter was talking about these earlier this week. He brought up a very interesting. Did you actually watch the video that I dropped about Mad Hatter earlier this week about Mattel and Turtles?
No.
Very interesting video. Basically, Playmates was giving the license out to anybody who breathed. We were joking about that, I think, last year. You know, like Mattel, he is going to be pulling all the licensing agreements back in.
Oh no!
So all the reason is because he's got contacts over who work with Joy Toy, and basically the Joy Toy turtle line is done.
Yeah, so, I heard about that. Them, I definitely heard confirmation.
But which is so I'm saying I think this might be my only chance of getting like that and Mezco, you know, your only chance for high-end turtle stuff. So they actually might pull the license from NECA. Think about that for a second.
Yeah, if they do that, they better start making their version of the stuff they're pulling.
They are, but it's Mattel, so they don't need like Playmates isn't as proliferant as Mattel. So
NECA made everything. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel right now.
Which is not a bad thing for them to lose the license after making everything. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. It said, get your Joy Toy while you can, Shark. That's all I can say. Because Mattel is pulling the line. So, okay, getting back to this, though. You know, this just dropped earlier. The Mattel Quicksilver, the Crossing, which I couldn't tell you what that's from. I could not tell you anything about it. But this 2-pack is going for $55.
And they come with
jack shit. 2 heads, 2 sets of hands. Black Widow doesn't even come with the same freaking gauntlet weapons that every other Black Widow figure has come with.
It doesn't even come with the smoke effect.
Not even that. I mean, they could not give her the thigh holster that they've been using for that figure.
I guess that Black Widow didn't shoot people with guns.
That's why she's so mad over here. I mean, and they want to charge you $55 for that one. That is, $27.50 for bare bones figures. Quicksilver doesn't even have running hands, He's got the weird, I'm going to tickle you fingers going on.
That's the ready to take off pose.
But, I mean, Quicksilver, if there's any figure, I actually do not care for the karate chop hands, But the only figures I think that should have those hands are Silver Surfer, Namor, and a Speedster. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense for them to have those.
This one is mega skip for me.
Oh God, yes.
And not even just the price. Like I don't care.
And it's using the Sunfire body. They couldn't even use the Vulcan mode for Quicksilver. I mean, it's just
some stuff. It's like that's the new Bucky Cap. It's like you have the new body. Why keep using that? They give reasons, but the reasons don't make sense to me.
And then to go back to what you said earlier when we were talking about the Spider-Man trailer, and you're saying that they want to put all those people in so they can make a figure for every one of those guys. Every single one of those guys would get a new tooling that you can never reuse. Meanwhile, they've got all these other bucks that they're using and reusing for bullshit like this. I mean, they don't even give Natasha trigger fingers just for the hell of it so you can give her third-party guns.
So hopefully the previous Natasha you get, hopefully the pegs are compatible.
But the colors won't be compatible.
I'm
just saying, and they're charging you $27.50 a figure. $55 each.
Yeah, they don't give you any no discount, no 2-pack discount at all.
No. So it goes back to this is where the line gets drawn. Where's I almost wish I had preloaded a GIF of Key when he was the gym teacher. Here's the line.
I'm laughing at the shark. He's like not even finger gun.
Nope. So this is I hate to say this is truly one of Hasbro's absolute low points right now, by far.
I hate it. I've collected all of these people at least once already anyway, so it's like time for me to be like, oh, I got everything.
Exactly. Yeah, there is no definitive reason. There is no... They're ugly colors. I don't mean to sound like some maniac in New Jersey on his vape pen bitching about figures. But I mean, there is no reason for... Hasbro's losing money making this. Like, they literally are... They can be giving us something that they will make money on. These are not desired costumes. These are not desired looks. They don't have any incentive for anyone to own this except that they're obsessive on buying every version of it.
Yeah, now the Quicksilver head sculpts look good. That's about that.
That's about it. But you can't even put those on other Quicksilver figures because it's a different body.
Usually they have the same ball joint size.
Sometimes. So... You know what, Mariano? I can't even say this is good for a newcomer because they just released a Black Widow on the retro card. I will say, and Quicksilver, I think, just is getting that Target exclusive in the green costume coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
So the newcomers they actually have a Black Widow, and they've got a Quicksilver they can get. Yep. And
that Black Widow actually looks good.
So you don't see anything getting better. Plastics going up in price. Toy Villain, I'm happy for you. If you think these are cool, awesome. Pre-orders up there. Make sure you go to T-Man's channel. We should have a link in the description. Hopefully a link from there.
Yep.
I hope you enjoy this. Personally, like I said, this is where I draw the line. If you're enjoying this, I'm not going to berate you. I'm not going to say you're an idiot for giving the money. This is not that kind of show. I don't believe in that. But if you see your value in that, awesome. I personally cannot see a value in this. So that being said, I think on that note, I think we'll kind of end on that rant with that. There's gonna be some cool stuff coming up on Kickstarter. Keep your eye open on that. We might talk a little bit more about the Ashen Oath, which is we'll talk about that next week. They were supposed to go off, their Kickstarter was supposed to go off this week. It's going off next week. Wandering Planet Toys, who did the Laurel and Hardy, they're going to be having their Kolchak the Night Stalker figures. If you're into that kind of stuff, we'll be talking more about this stuff next week. Consider that incentive. Again, I want to appreciate everybody for joining us for this episode. I see 25 of you on there. Please, all of you, hit that like button. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that hype button if you can see it. If you are joining us new from the Replay Squad, we would love to have your subscription. And as you can see, we try to speak from the heart, from our passion of collecting all these wonderful pieces of plastic. T-Man, anything you'd like to end on?
One final statement on these. If you buy these, they'll probably be good. But this soon, and I'm praying that I get something Saturday that's very interesting. This guy, I need to finish reviewing this wave.
I got a review for him on my channel. Just saying.
And I did just do a comparison review with this guy in Storm Arena. So check it out if you haven't.
My Sagat is on the way, as is a that new Ghost Rider series, and a Mezco Casey Jones, which I told myself I wasn't going to buy, but he looked that awesome. My channel, like I said, I've got Sasquatch on there. Whoops, wrong one.
One thing to pay attention on Storm Arena. A bunch of people were in the comments saying that the chest is a different color from the rest of the body. I was like, I was looking at it, I never noticed that. So I'm
just everyone you guys know my thoughts. I feel anybody who's collecting this scale should own at least one Storm Arena figure in their collection, just to see what that feels like.
Yeah, Sagat is really cool.
I think they're all really cool. So I haven't had one that let me down yet. But Sasquatch says thank you for joining us. And as always, my friends, until next time, take care. Peace.
Thank you for watching the chat. Hit like, make the